Before we wrap up, one final topic that I think is very important for the local guys here in South Florida, Countyline. So, Paul, you did some research regarding Countyline, and
if
tell us.
anybody wants an update on Countyline, this is the update. Okay, so in 2018, it was approved to be reopened as a motorsports park / ATV park. It's taken to about now to come out to bid. Unfortunately, with COVID, it's kind of been under wraps. But basically what happened in July, it went out for public bid for, pretty much anybody to come out and say, hey, this is what we can do to build a track and bring in people, and this is how we can do it. I mean, the county was very... So they pretty much are not going to work with anybody. I mean, they're trying to work with people, but they're limiting the organizers or the investors to 5-year contract or 5-year lease with a 2-year option to renew. That's completely contingent upon Miami-Dade County. There's also a contingency in there where they can kick you out at any time to if the airport needs to use the old airstrip for any reason. I'm sure that has to be there for sure government reasons as well. But it'll be so basically the bid should have had bidders. It looks like it didn't. I'm waiting to hear more from the purchaser. I left him a message. I haven't heard anything back. But as of now, I mean, it is cool that we're seeing bids for a recreational motorsports facility at Countyline again. So maybe after some, bureaucracy.
Can you talk about the terms that did you...
I mean, we could talk about the terms. Like I said, there's a 5-year term with 2-year option to renew. They basically can't change anything on there. You can't make a different layout, so we can't do a clutch kickers. It's going to be second turn trap and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so
the pavement that's there that has to remain. You can't add to the pavement.
We can't add to the pavement. We can't change anything. I mean, we'll never have anything like clutch kickers. But for us down here, when we lost Countyline, we lost a piece of our heart. And a lot of our community. Yeah. It was the only track that we have as a home. Most tracks down here will not do drifting, and even PBIR
is an hour away.
Is an hour away, and they don't really like drifting. They're tolerating it, and right now they haven't even let us have an event all year. I mean, there hasn't been a drifting event all year
February,
in PBIR.
March was the last one.
Yeah, March was the last one, but they haven't.
This
really
sounds like a plea for help or something.
But it is a plea for help.
But the thing is with this too is that what is the aviation side could say, hey, we need it back.
Well, I think that's a government thing because the military and all that stuff they could need to. Use
like in the middle of your 5-year lease, they could just say
they could terminate. Yeah, they could terminate.
Who's going to want to invest in that?
It's going to be very hard to find an investor. That's why the bid ended and there was no bidders.
Yeah, because it makes. What do you think somebody's going to bid on something with no guarantee? Even 5 years isn't enough. That's just not enough.
Yeah, if you guys ever want to see Countyline, just go on YouTube and look up Countyline, Countyline Dragway Drift or
Sweet
Drift
Motion
Sessions.
Films. Sweet Motion
Yeah,
Films.
look up Sweet Motion Films of Countyline Dragway. Isn't that Kevin Lawrence's brother? Chris Lawrence? Are they related at all?
I don't think they're related.
I thought they were related.
No, they're not.
They're not? Okay.
No,
Chris Lawrence, he was Sweet Motion Films back in the day. Some great videos. My Culture has some good videos from back then.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you
you can see our track, and that was our track, and
we had both a skid
Pat
pad and a full
came
track.
down. Pat Gooden came down. He was
Jeremy
come down.
Lowe
Jeremy
came-
Lowe used to come down. We had some.
No, Chelsea has drifted Countyline, so you can watch Chelsea drift it. But either way, it was a close track to us, and we've been without an actual drift track since 2014.
Yeah.
We're constantly begging for another one. So this is pretty much our only option for Miami because there's not too much land that is available that can be deemed a motorsports park or at least zoned a motorsports park. There is a Porsche club that is on the airport in Miami, but, they're not going to let us drive on their track.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much only the rich in Miami that can drift, whether it's Homestead. I mean, well, they won't drift, but race. So you can either. What are you doing?
Breaking stuff.
Anyways.
Yeah,
so you had to do that right now?
Like, why did you have to do that?
I'm being prepared.
Oh, you're being prepared? You should have been prepared earlier. Anyway, so we don't have anything.